What is up? This here, LA in a minute, and I'm here in Atwater Village at the Tam O'Shanter, which is the longest continuously running same family owned restaurant in Los Angeles, 100 years old. And if you think this thing looks like it's something out of a storybook, well, you're right. It was designed by some of the brightest talent in Hollywood 100 years ago, and in the century since, it's been a watering hole for some of the biggest names, such as Walt Disney and John Wayne. Let's get into the history. So the Tam O'Shanter was originally established in 1922 by Lawrence Frank, Walter Van de Kamp, and Joe Montgomery, not pictured. Van de Kamp was a namesake of the famous Van de Kamp Dutch bakeries, which served their famous Saratoga potato chips and other baked goods. The business opened in 1922 as Montgomery's Country Inn after Joe Montgomery, and it was simply a roadside diner and inn on the dusty dirt road of Los Feliz Boulevard across from the then named Tropico Bridge. In 1924, it was renamed the Montgomery's Chanticleer Inn, aka California's quaintest eating house. Montgomery's Chanticleer Inn, with its quaint tower and small store, sold pretzels, those Saratoga potato chips, and the odd mixture of Navajo, Chinese, and Italian curios. When Montgomery's Chanticleer Inn failed to thrive, somebody from the Rotary Club suggested the restaurant adopt a Scottish theme and rename it the Tam O'Shanter, which they did in 1925. There was an aggressive roadside advertising campaign for the newly christened Tam O'Shanter Inn, the home of ham and hamburger and malted milk for 15 cents. That ad campaign, as well as the launch of one of the country's first drive-ins or car hops, enabled guests to eat in their cars on a wooden tray and catapulted the Tam O'Shanter to success. They launched their legendary ale and sandwich bar, which still remains today, and celebrities such as John Wayne would take advantage of the privacy of the large booths and the dark lighting inside the restaurant. Additionally, Walt Disney, who lived just blocks away, would favor the Tam O'Shanter and came here with his animators and friends. Walt Disney was such a fan of the Tam O'Shanter, he even has a plaque commemorating his favorite spot to sit right here in the main dining room. Check it out. Part of the appeal for Disney, Wayne, and others was instead of hiring an architect, they hired famed movie set designer Harry Oliver, who attempted to echo Hansel and Gretel's witch house with his design. In 1968, they remodeled and renamed the restaurant The Great Scott, but within 5 years, they changed the name back to the Tam O'Shanter, and as explained by CEO Ryan O'Melveny Wilson, the great-grandson of Lawrence Frank, it's all about continuity and family.
The legacy and the generational experiences that people have celebrated here, whether they're significant or just a Tuesday night with friends, right? It's that continuity in an otherwise very kind of chaotic.
100 years later, the Tam O'Shanter still feels like something out of a storybook, but the next chapter is yet to be written. Here's to the next 100 years. All right, LA, it's been a minute.